Hello everybody, this is Pragya. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be having a conversation with a very special person in every female's life. That is a gynecologist. So today I'll be talking to an eminent gynecologist, Dr. Vinita Manja. Hello doctor, welcome to my channel.
Hello, Pragya.
So today she'll be telling her life as a gynecologist and also answering our questions related to the personal hygiene that we females need to take care of. So firstly, when did you decide to become a gynecologist?
Okay, very interesting question, Pragya. See, when we are doing MBBS, we have n number of subjects you're exposed to. So we have our clinical postings, right? I was fortunate to have very good teachers, very dynamic personalities, who influenced me. So gynecology is one subject which is very logical. Once we if you know the subject, the outcome is most of the time predicted if you know your subject. So I used to like the subject in final year, and studying at Lady Harding Medical College, we had a very big department of gynecology and obstetrics. So I decided to choose this subject. So for that, I really worked hard to get a good rank,
Definitely.
and finally I got it. And I'm happy that I chose the subject, and I got the subject which I was passionate about and I am passionate about it.
All right, that's like so good. And like, how is the life of a gynecologist? How difficult and how was your experience?
Actually, see, gynecologist life is very busy. It is very demanding. So it takes really a toll on you. But if you are passionate about the subject, you don't mind giving your time, putting in so much effort, energy in it. And medical field is one thing which is, we say, it is a study of continuum. It goes on. You have to update, you have to learn, you have to unlearn and learn all the time. So you have to keep yourself updated all the time. But despite being a demanding subject, once you're passionate about it, it's a it gives you a fulfilling desire, to do something you're passionate about it. So I've always enjoyed, though time constraints sometimes, family liabilities, we
Yeah,
need cooperation of the families also, everything, and understanding partner.
that's right.
So, and I
So,
was fortunate, and I am fortunate to have that.
all right. So, how do you actually feel when you are giving births, like
Helping people giving birth,
helping people giving birth?
Yeah. See, bringing a new life into the world, it itself is very exciting for the mother and for the doctor equally, because once you're seeing a patient for such a long time, you actually attach yourself, you get connected with them,
Yes.
so you enjoy, once the outcome is good. And sometimes, you suffer also if something wrong happens to the mother, to
All
the baby. It is not like they remain separate, because I feel I love my patients as much as I love my child.
right. Yeah. So yeah, I can like get you. So, like starting with the questions on personal hygiene for a female. So, what do you think? When should a girl see the gynecologist for the first time?
See, nowadays, we are trying to educate girls in the adolescent period, right from 14 years onwards, or maybe earlier also if we get a chance. Why I'm saying 14 years onwards? Because those girls, they are growing up and they are able to understand. They have some level of maturity. I've been giving, certain educational programs in schools. My son was at DPS, so I would often visit there. The
Okay.
teachers would call me for different problems, not only hygiene, cancer programs, and other things. So, girls, they need to understand all this. Why? Nowadays, so much of material is available on Google. right?
Right.
And I feel the next generation is Google generation. They will see n
All
number of
digital
things,
stuff.
yeah, and they will try to follow whatever is there. Hmm? So I want, whenever there is any problem, be it anything, I tell them, you just note it down, come and see. Be it, small things like when should you change your periods, whether they want to use menstrual cups, whether they want to use tampons. So many things girls
Yeah.
come up. So much of material is available. The awareness is there, and girls have that maturity also to understand
Correct.
the problem. That earlier, the girls would shy away from such questions, but now they are coming forward, and I feel good about it. They should come forward, and right from the onset of periods, if they do not get the periods at the regular time, if they have not, like, suppose a girl is crossed 14 years of age, sometimes it is natural for the mother to get worried, my daughter has not got her periods, I got my periods at this time, so is it natural, how much time should I wait? Whether, then we tell them, you make a first visit. If other changes are going on well, you can wait up to this age. And then we also have to rule out other morbidities or comorbidities which may be there, hormonal imbalances which are very common in this generation, probably because of lifestyle changes. Majority are lifestyle disorders, obesity, eating fast food,
Right.
so not sleeping at the proper time, so much of stress of exams, so basically lack of physical activity, which plays a lot of role. So all these things, once they come to us, we guide them, and majority of the problems, hormones, they return to normal with small guidance.
So you believe that when your teenage begins, so a girl can see a gynecologist?
Yeah, if see periods are going on well, everything is okay, then it is fine.
Is all
Yeah.
right. So what's your
So they
say
have
on?
to understand something like physiological, something like pathological. Sometimes the girls are so disturbed, doctor periods are, I have to face my exams. They have to understand one thing, this is something quite natural. If
Yeah.
this would not have happened, it is pathological you know
Right.
so something which is natural, which changes are going on well, you are having your periods at right time, don't bother, don't focus your attention over there, unless you are sometimes get disturbed with dysmenorrhea is painful periods, some girls get a lot of cramping, that they are not able to focus on their exams, on their studies, or on their in their normal curriculum. So sometimes psychological counseling, it is important to understand what is normal.
Yeah. Right. I
See,
believe.
nowadays
Yeah. That
girls
is
come forward.
right. So what is your actual say on the vaginal hygiene? Like, what is your best advice that you would give to girls?
See, there are two things. One is understanding you have to take care of personal hygiene. Second is not to become over obsessed,
Yeah.
right? Because sometimes, you have to understand. Suppose there is slight vaginal discharge, right? The girls come to me, they ask me, Doctor, sahab, thoda discharge hota hai, ye
Hmm.
hota hai. Then we have to see, see, certain discharge is normal in a 28 days cycle, just before the periods, at the time of ovulation, just immediately after periods. They have to understand, if there is no smell, if it is not soiling their clothes,
Hmm.
then you need not worry about it. But yes, if there is some discharge, if it is soiling their clothes, the color, there is slight discoloration, then they definitely need to see a gynecologist. So two things: taking care of personal hygiene and not becoming over obsessed, understanding that slight discharge is normal at what time of the cycle.
Right. So how do you would advise to keep a good hygiene on your periods?
See, first is having a daily bath, using cotton clothing, not using synthetic clothing, anything that is touching your body. See, for Indian climate, it is only in clothing, this is required. Nowadays Western clothing has become popular, it is
Yeah.
easy also, you feel more active, but then you can change it accordingly. Use only cotton clothing, I tell, because that
Okay.
avoids a lot of infection. It should be loose, it should be not very tight, the air should be able to pass through, because air drying destroys majority of the infections,
Okay.
right? And then if you have, like I said, abnormal discharge, which is foul smelling, which is causing discoloration, or change in the color, like you have sometimes have greenish discharge or white curdy discharge, any change from the normal, right? Normal discharge is only thin watery, which does not have any smell. So if any kind this thing happens, then during periods they should understand, and they should change their periods, this sanitary napkins frequently. See, the reason being, when the blood that comes out through the vagina during periods, it is sterile. Sterile means it does not have any infection. But blood is a good culture medium. If it remains for a long time on the pad, definitely it will harbor some infection, and that infection will be cultured, that is, it will grow.
Yeah.
Right. So change your sanitary napkins very frequently. I tell them change it every 3 to 4 hours.
Three to four.
No
Okay.
compromise on all this. Even when during the last days, if you have, the bleeding becomes less, then also that the moment that your sanitary napkin is soiled, you should change it frequently.
Okay. So if you like get a irregular periods, like you get for 3 days and then there's a gap and then you again get it. So is it something to worry about?
See, anything which is deviating from normal needs to have it, has a reason, and needs to be worked out. Right. See, we all are different. Just like, girls are of different height, build, we say, medium build, stout build,
Yeah.
thin build, so similarly there is variation in the menstrual cycle. We say 28 to 35 days cycle is okay. Bleeding lasting from 1.5 days to 5 days, that comes in the normal
No.
range. But any deviation from this normal routine, right? See, we are saying 1.5 to 5 days. But suppose a girl who has been having her periods for 5 days, suddenly, it decreases to 1.5 day. It needs to be worked out. 1.5 days to 5 days. Any change from what has been existing needs to be worked out.
Okay. Okay, doctor.
As a neighbor, like if some neighbor comes and tells you, I used to have periods for these many days, or I have them for these many days, like, counseling, because
Hmm.
majority, ladies, they will talk amongst themselves.
Yeah.
I used to have it for these many days, so it is okay for you. No, any deviation from the normal needs to be worked out.
Needs to be checked. Yeah. So like, what do you think is the best way to treat the period cramps and pains?
See, period cramps, unless and until they are disturbing your normal life, right? Some amount of, we say, pain on the first day of the cycle or on the second day of the cycle is okay, right? Because certain inflammatory substances are released. So if it is not, debilitating, if it is not disturbing your normal routine, we prescribe them just antispasmodics. Plus, girls who do regular exercise,
Physically.
right, they have they experience less cramps. We tell them go for a physical exercise. Majority of the times opposite is happening. The girls, they sit back, periods, and so that means they are supposed they'll sit inside. No, this is a normal thing. Go out and engage yourself in something interesting in your normal activities. Don't lose one day. That one day is very important. But in case it is so disturbing that the girl experiences vomiting also, and she's not able to focus, then we need to work out there may be an underlying cause. There
Right. So
may be
the more
something.
the physical activity, the less will be the pain compared
Yeah,
to.
physical activity is important, not restricted. You should rather go for good physical exercise, go for brisk walking,
Right. So what according to you
avoid
would you
crunches,
suggest?
avoid crunches. So regular gymming, those who are doing, no, so they can avoid crunches.
Okay.
This
So
cramps.
what like according to you would suggest that what should a girl use? Menstrual cups, tampons, or pads? What is the best to use?
See, all these are good. Two things are important. One is personal choice. Second is considering the hygiene part. I always tell the tampons, girls who insert tampons, they are keeping them for a long period of time, morning till evening. So if they can maintain proper hygiene and if they are comfortable, it's okay, nothing like that. Because once I told you, the menstrual blood is sterile, so if it is, even if it remains inside, it is not, in contact with the external environment, it's not coming out. So if you are comfortable, you are trained, you can do that. Menstrual cups are also good, provided you can maintain proper hygiene. And if one is comfortable carrying them also, you
Yeah,
have to
that
keep
is.
something between, yeah, that is there. And you have to wash it properly to reuse it. So that we usually say only in those groups where cost factor also comes.
Oh. So after when a girl starts menstruating, how often should she like visit a gynae for the
See,
checkup?
if things are going well, hmm, she's having her periods at normal time, it is fine. Now, later on, if she is planning pregnancy, nowadays we say you should come for preconceptional checkup, to rule out any other thing. First of all, like blood group, they have to see, we call it medical Kundli Milan, that is
Okay.
important. Rather than astrological Kundli Milan, medical Kundli Milan is there. So
Oh,
that, you can rule out other disorders which are passed on. Then any deficiencies which may cause problem during pregnancy. So why not work them out? Then they should go for ideal weight, right? The girl should not be having, a very low BMI index or very high body mass index, we say,
oh,
BMI. So not more than 25 and not less than 14. You work it out. That is, we call it, weight in kg about. So we calculate accordingly.
okay, doctor.
So go for the ideal weight, rule out thyroid disorders, you rule out any, family history. If there is diabetes, you should be ruled out. Other deficiencies should be ruled out so that they can be corrected. Because, this is even before the pregnancy test becomes positive. hmm, These changes, they are passed on from the parents.
Okay. Okay, doctor. So do you think there's a right time to get pregnant? Like, like right age.
Right.
Right age.
See, ideally, we always say, the right age of marriage, we say it is 18 years, But I always feel the girls should have basic education, they should become independent. So, ideally, would be after 23, and first child should be before 30. After that, certain chromosomal abnormalities are coming. Nowadays, girls are very career oriented, so
Yes.
they want to postpone pregnancy. Doesn't matter, we will go for IVF and this. But then there are a lot of hassles, so before 30, one should plan first baby.
Okay, doctor. So what are the some of the infections that need to be taken care of?
See, one should not have any kind of infection in the private part, first of all. That is there. One has to understand this thing. Majority common infections that the girls get during this period, we say candidiasis, that is fungal infection. They have white curdy discharge, they come to us. Secondly, sometimes there's greenish discharge, we call it trichomolar infection. They get that infection, which is quite common. So girls, when they are studying, they're traveling also. So I tell them, basic toilet hygiene. You have toilet, you have sanitizers available. Then you have vaginal washes available. Sometimes, when you're traveling, it is not possible to have a separate washroom. No?
Yeah.
So use these toilet sanitizers. Carry your own toilet sanitizers.
All right, doctor. So at what age should a girl like take her breast examinations, and how often should she take her?
See, we are teaching self-examination of breast
Yes.
to all women of all age group, right? So they should do it at least, once they become mature, first examination. After 6 months, at least another examination, right? They should keep on palpating, because majority of the times when they come to us, they start having that lump, has already grown. Hmm? So lump, we teach them self-examination how to do. So it is not only girls, it is ladies of all age group, I'll say. They
Yeah,
should
because
learn.
breast cancer is something that is really like
Yeah.
these days.
See,
Yeah.
any discharge from the breast has to be brought to notice of the gynecologist. Then after examination, we can decide whether it is normal or it is pathological. Any for girls, anything which is away from normal, right? Hmm? They need to be
Like this.
checked for it.
Okay, doctor. So which birth option would you recommend to?
Everybody should learn self-examination. We
Yeah,
teach them.
that, yeah. These days, a lot of like people are also helping learn births to examine
Yeah.
at home only. Yeah. So, which birth option would you recommend to a patient who is like not wanting to gain weight?
See, I always tell my patients, we advise them contraception according to their choice, convenience. This is a very common question.
Yeah,
Doctor, weight nahi बढ़ना चाहिए because everybody is obsessed about weight. One has to understand none of the contraceptive pills, you know, that is the one thing they fear about. Even the barrier methods, they do not lead to any weight gain. Main concern is about the contraceptive pills. The modern contraceptive pills, if we say in 1 year, the weight gain is only 1 kg. So why to worry? That you can easily manage
yeah,
one weight gain of 1 kg in 1 year, because these oral contraceptive pills are the ones which are the safest. So if you are concerned about the modern ones, do not lead to a lot of weight gain. It is only around say 1 kg in 1 year, which can easily be managed. Though then you can bring down your curtail your carbohydrates and fat, get yourself to normal,
okay, doctor.
right? And the young ones who need this contraceptive method, so they can go in for physical exercise.
Correct. Yeah, true.
So
So,
one has to get out of. You have to know the facts.
no, yeah,
Get out of that fear.
right, very right. So, doctor, lastly, I would like to ask you that what is your say on gender discrimination? It's like it is not actually vanished.
Actually, it is very sad, that gender discrimination still exists in a society.
Yeah, yes,
I may refuse. I have taken a pledge not to check, reveal the sex of the baby, and not to help anyone going for feticide. Rather, I would see to it that that person is put behind bars. But still, it is going on. It is going on at the periphery, you know, and very unfortunate thing. And the only way to get out of it is beti bachao, beti padhao. That is the only way. You educate your girls, they will fend for themselves. They will look after all the expenses. There'll be no dowry, because wherever they are going, they are taking a recurring income,
yes,
right? So once this thing is instilled in minds of people, and then an educated girl, once she becomes a mother, she will take a stand. I will not abort my child. I will not go for sex determination.
right.
So be independent, take a stand. So I think it starts all from ladies only. It is the ladies who are going for sex determination. It is the ladies who are giving their consent for
Yes.
abortion. If they take a stand, I don't think anybody can.
So, doctor,
So
have you actually faced such type of a issue where a woman wants to get her daughter aborted?
daughter aborted.
Yeah.
See, majority of the times I've seen when I talk to ladies, they do not want to get their child aborted. It is
Right.
not just daughter, it is not the anything. Even when a child is malformed, they are disturbed, so much disturbed, right?
Because
That
I
connection.
believe still people are like they want sons and not daughters,
It
and
is the family
this,
pressures, it is the
yeah,
family pressures, it is the family pressures. But once the ladies take a stand, I don't think anybody can do it. I will not reveal, but I always remember one person, my son's teacher. She would come to me for different problems. And one day she said, doctor, do you know that what I have gone through? I have two females, and can you just, imagine the gap between two children? It is 17 years, and I have gone through n number of abortions, and I'm so happy that the family, has got a second daughter. They got a sex determination done for this one also, but it turned out to be a female child. So she said they deserve it. They should not get a male child,
yeah,
because they hate. She said, I'm going to educate my both my daughters. If the lady takes a stand, nobody can do.
that, yeah.
My maid, she had one daughter, then she became pregnant. And earlier she used to say, I want a male child, I want a male child. Then she said, doctor, when I look at you, the males are coming, and they give you so much respect and this thing.
Yes.
I will also educate my children. She has put her daughter in Sacred Heart.
Okay. Oh, that's so nice.
I helped her out. I said, if you can take such a stand, I'm standing with you.
Exactly. So nowadays, like we girls are also getting that career oriented and we want to be independent. So that's a
Yes.
call, like we are taking stand for ourselves.
Yeah.
So we should see
Study.
this thing getting changed.
Yeah.
Correct.
That is
So
true. But don't
that,
forget your value anytime.
right,
That
that
is
is
important.
it. Yes, doctor. So that was all, doctor, for today's episode. And in next episode, I'll be talking to you about the questions that the girls are afraid to ask their gynecologist, and also about the. We'll also talk about the sex that is happening before marriages. So thank you so much for your time today, and
Yeah. Nice
I
talking to you. Thanks for having me on your channel.
thank you so much.
Bye.
If you liked the video, please like, comment, and share it. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.